Hey, how's it going, everybody? So, we have some more good news for all you Linux enthusiasts. It appears that in June, since everybody was, at home probably instead of at work, they're able to use whatever operating system they want. And come to find out, it appears that Linux usage is just going up. Maybe that's people tinkering, maybe that's people, just using what they prefer. I'm not really sure, but it's still interesting nonetheless. So let's take a look at that. So here we have an article, and I know I'm reviewing a Linux article on Windows right now, but I have a reason for it. I needed to set something up for my wife. But anyway, right here we have Linux market share is climbing, and it rose quite a bit actually. It went from 13.7% in May to not 13, my bad, 17% to 3.61%. So that's, nearly 0.5% raise over the course of just 1 month. So I'm not sure what's going on with this. You can go to Oh My Gosh Ubuntu and read about that, and you can learn, what they think it is. But I think this is pretty good news, and so I just wanted to share that with you guys. I really appreciate privacy focus and being open, and I think that if we have more competition in the privacy space, it's just going to make all the other players in the industry be focused more on that. And when we have some elements of our government trying to stop privacy or encryption, for example, some companies, they claim to be on the side of privacy and encryption, but their practices would say otherwise. For example, Apple's iCloud, not encrypted. I believe OneDrive isn't as well. And there's some other solutions that kind of have it, like Backblaze, for instance, pretty good encryption. Although I'm not really familiar with their Linux support as of yet. But I did do a video about SpiderOak. SpiderOak's okay if you only have a certain amount of files that you want to back up. If you have terabytes of files, the application is kind of terrible. They're not going to be able to use that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I think most the rankings that they went over is just from DistroWatch, ISO, download, Snap app installs, and a bunch of other stuff that people use to correlate all these data points together to see what's most popular. Obviously, DistroWatch rankings are a terrible metric for it. I really like the Steam metrics, although that's also not going to capture all the people that are gaming, or people that use Linux but aren't gaming. And there's a ton of people that are like that, and a ton of people more that game but then don't want to use Steam because they don't want any DRM, which I can understand, because there have been a lot of games that as soon as they shut off their DRM servers, you can't get into the game anymore. Although I remember hearing there was some regulation being passed about they have to release the source code for those types of things when they do that, so that people can still play their games. But I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, I mean, there's just a whole bunch of little ways to gauge market share. But anyway, I always think that hearing about any jump in Linux usage is a really good thing. But yeah, you guys take it easy. Have a good one.